Welcome back. You know, sometimes we do talk a lot about dogs on AM Extra, probably because you and I both have them, and they're fun. But you know, it is time to put a spotlight on friendly felines.
That's right. Tomorrow marks National Cat Day, so it is their time to shine. Joining us live to talk about how to take better care of our cats and make sure every feline is feeling fine is veterinarian Dr. Jason Nicholas. Good morning, Dr. J.
Good morning, Emily and Jenny. How are you all?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Going well, thank you.
Good, good. All right, so let's talk about kitties. National Cat Day coming up. So we figured we'd kind of chat with you about some of the basics of cat care, just what cat owners need to know.
Yeah, so I'd say one of the biggest things really for cats is that, cats aren't the kind of set it and forget it, low maintenance pet that a lot of people assume or hope they might be. Cats love attention and affection and everything, and they need proper care and daily exercise. One of the biggest things really is litter boxes and litter box maintenance. So keeping those litter boxes really clean, having an appropriate number and having them distributed throughout your home is a really important thing to decrease the stress and potential problems associated with cats going to the bathroom outside of the litter box or developing urinary obstruction.
Yeah, I used to have 2 cats, and that was something that was definitely key. Another thing I didn't realize was the furniture and how I might have some damage to furniture. So what sorts of things should people know if they're thinking about adopting a cat, and, you know, kind of like what to keep in mind and prepare for?
Yeah, so really, and a lot of that oftentimes comes down to boredom and environmental enrichment and giving them appropriate places to scratch. Because cats do scratch naturally. It's a part of communication for them. It's exercise, it's stretching, it's helping to keep their nails healthy and kind of in shape. So giving them appropriate places to scratch. So you want to have a good variety of cat scratching posts and pads and located again throughout your home. And if there is a particular part of furniture or furniture that they are paying a lot of attention to, make sure to have a scratching pad or post there. And there's this great, relatively new pheromone for cats called Feel a Scratch that actually you can put on a surface that you want them to scratch, and it'll encourage them to do their scratching there.
Huh. Okay, I could have saved some chairs like that. Yeah.
It would come in handy for you. Huh, okay.
Yeah.
So you talked about cats having enough play and that being really important. What are some things that cat parents can do to help with some of that exercise and playtime?
Yeah, so one of the great things about cats is they're ridiculously intelligent, a lot of them. Sometimes maybe they don't show it, but they can be trained. Cats can be trained just as dogs can be trained, and some cats even more easily than certain breeds of dogs. So work on some training with them, teach them a new trick, laser pointers, dangling feather wand toys, things of that nature. So playtime can be great. And then you can also have your cat hunt for their food and play with their food. Cat obesity is a huge and growing problem, pun totally intended, in the country, but there are interactive feeders and treat puzzles and things that cats can use to get their food from. And so those could be great ways of enriching their environment. And then vertical spaces. Cats love vertical spaces. So give them cat trees, sturdy cat trees, shelves near windows and things that are great for them to enrich their environment.
Yeah, my cat's favorite toys, I think, were boxes. Like Amazon boxes that would come.
It's not the toy; it's the box that it came in.
They loved it. Yeah. And they are very smart, like you were saying. I always thought mine was kind of plotting the demise of our dog secretly.
As many cats seem to be.
Yes, yeah. As far as washing them, I was thinking about this. I can't remember ever giving my cats a bath ever, and they always seemed clean. Is that something people should be doing?
Potentially. It really depends on the cat and how good of a job they're doing at keeping themselves clean. But cats can be bathed. You just need to do it gradually, get them used to it if you value your arms and things of that nature. But cats can be bathed. Most of them don't need it regularly. Obviously, if they're spending any time outdoors, that might be different. If they get, some motor oil or anything sticky like that on them, that's obviously a time to do it. Now, certainly as cats get older, and as they get arthritis or if they get obese, they're not going to be as able to groom themselves as well. And so brushing is really important. And even in cats that groom themselves well, brushing them regularly can be really good for their coat. And it's also a great bonding time for you with your cat and can decrease their stress and your stress too.
Okay, some good ideas. So maybe a little brushing time, some fun toys, a little catnip. Tomorrow you can celebrate National
There
Cat
you go.
Day. There you go.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Dr. J. Always good to talk to you. And for more cat care tips, you can see more of Dr. J's advice on coin.com. Just click on AM Extra. Have a good one.
You as well. Take care.
Thanks.